Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. How's it going? Bet you didn't know it, but that guy over there, he plays in a metal band. Not just any metal band. He plays in a death metal band. Probably one of the best death metal bands in the world, at least in Belgium. It's SVEN from Aborted. This is our conversation about new music. New music today. My reaction comes out right after this conversation. Am I ready? No, but I'm going to do it anyway. Everything was good until I started talking, and then SVEN's like, holy shit, dude. Calm down. How's it going?
Not bad, man. Finishing day of work, doing this stuff now. So excited.
Nice. Awesome. All right. So number one, let me just say this, and this is serious. I know I make a lot of jokes, but seriously, of all the death metal bands in the world, y'all have the easiest to read logo. It's crazy. It's powerful, but at least we can read it. And I want to say thank you for that.
Very welcome. I think you should have a conversation with Mike Portnoy because he made a post about it. I think it was on Twitter where he was saying he couldn't read any band logo on the fucking poster of Devastation on the Nation that we did. So,
I mean, if you got a really cool name, at least make it to where grandma can read it too. Maybe she wants to see it. All right. Speaking of smooth, easy listening jazz. So how's Aborted doing? You guys putting out some new music? It's exciting.
Yeah.
So we checked out Death Cult. That was a wonderful, wonderful song about a beautiful relationship and a date. It's a beautiful date. It's almost like Twilight, the movie, but better. And then you did Dreadbringer. That was insane. I enjoyed Dreadbringer's use of the groove. There was some groovy parts in there that I don't. So much of death metal is smooth jazz, but we're going to put 1,000 more notes per measure than smooth jazz, but it still's got a funk to it. Tell me a little bit about the new music. What is y'all? What is the focus you guys are trying to throw out? Because it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to be as obnoxious as we could, really. That's if grandma wants to read our logo, we want to make sure that she's properly offended when she puts it on too, right? So basically, we try to kind of like find the limits of what we can do and still make it bearable, if that makes sense. So it's keeping it very extreme, have some very unsettling melodies in there, while also injecting some groove in there. So
you guys do a great job.
What's that?
I said you guys do a really good job of that.
Thank you.
Okay, real quick, I just want to. The first time I ever heard from you guys was let's be honest, it was Death Cult, and because I'm kind of new to Aborted, so when I hear death metal, especially when I get to go see a death metal band live, I just start giggling. Is that weird that I just find it kind of giggly? Like it makes me like I'm a combat veteran, so I've been in war and I've seen people die. But when I go to a death metal show and I see the pit and I see the interaction between a death metal band and the audience, it's as close to the brutality of war without anybody dying. Like there's that almost panic sense of adrenaline, and there's so much energy and there's so much aggressiveness, but at the same time it makes me giggle, and I think I need to seek counseling for that. At the same time, I'm watching your two videos you've put out. One was a full video with the band playthrough, which you guys look sharp, by the way, and the whole story of the woman being left on the side of the road. Dude walks off and he goes straight downhill from there. And then the last song was just a visualizer. I think people, when they listen to death metal, if it's just the song and it's just a visualizer, it seems like it's uncomfortable. And sometimes that's the point. But at the same time, when I saw the video and I saw you guys layer it in and it shows you guys playing the music, I tell people all the time, you got to go see these bands live. A death metal band, if they're worth their chops, you got to go see them live because the musicianship. Yeah, you got a crazy name. Yes, the names of the songs are stuff you just can't repeat in polite company unless you've got really cool friends. But when you see the level of musicianship, your drummer blows my mind. So when you guys put together this new music and you compose this stuff, do you start off thinking we're going to make this thing so big it's almost difficult for a person's senses to comprehend? Or you just guys just start layering? How do you approach that?
I think we're just trying to one up each other all the fucking time. So
Hold my beer.
And that's kind of Ken's fault, our drummer. He wants to kind of go more ridiculous with each record. So, and then he regrets it afterwards, obviously. But,
yeah, because he has to do it.
Yeah. But we have a saying in the band. You do whatever you can to make it as crazy as you can, and then whatever happens after is a problem for future you. It's not your problem right now. It's your problem later. So that's how we deal with that.
Jesus. All right, real quick. You're a drummer. You brought him up, so let's talk about him. This guy, in your first video for this new set of new music, he's dressed to the nines. His beard is perfect. His hair is perfect. All of you guys look amazing in this video, right? And he makes it look so damn easy because all you see is his hand above the ride cymbal, and he's just... But you can hear his feet are destroying the ground beneath him, and he just looks like it's so carefree. How hard is it to play this music live on tour, show after show? Is there a trick to that stuff? Because it looks like the human body just can't sustain it. How do you do it?
I think, honestly, he's probably got the easiest job when it gets physically, because he's sitting. He used to call himself a professional sitter because all he does is sit, play video games, sit, take care of his kid, and sit, play drums. So that's what he does. But in all seriousness, it obviously is very hard, and he has a lot of technique, which is why he looks so relaxed when he's playing. He's someone that dedicated decades, of his life to being able to play this kind of stuff. So it's an honor for us, to be in a band with him. And in case you didn't know, he's also a guitarist, and he wrote half the record. So
the more I dig into your history and how far it's come in, you're coming up on how many years now? Is it Jesus? Are you? When did you start this thing? It was.
I'm not sure if I want to say at this point.
Okay, let's not. It was a long,
it's fine. It's
long
fine.
Time ago.
Next year it's 30 years.
Jesus. That's what I was like, I wanted to say it said 95, but I got to double check with the guy because that's a long time to be doing this level of musicianship. Okay. Yeah, he does. People think that being the drummer must be the hardest thing physically. And in some cases, it can be depending upon your technique. But listening to your music, you have to take the word aborted out of it. If you can just take away some of the theming and just the sheer horror of the message you guys are telling and just focus on the musicianship, you guys have got to have some of the most dynamic technique to pull it off consistently. Because his runs on the kicks, the hooks in the guitar line, and then to be the bass player, try to keep up with the rhythm section in this. It's how hard are these practices when you guys rehearse? Is it like complete shit show and then finally you guys just find it, or you guys right off the bat you're good?
I mean, we don't rehearse. I'll be very honest here. I mean, I live in Belgium. We get California and a guy in Iceland. So, I mean, it's the start of a great joke of four dudes from wherever walking into a bar. But, since we live that far from each other, it's impossible to rehearse. So what we do is we usually we rent a venue for a couple of days before a tour. Like we have a tour starting next end of the week, actually. So 2 days before the start, we'll just rent a venue and go over stuff, and everybody just practice it at home. And Then we get together, and I mean, that's it.
No kidding. How many times in the rehearsal section do one of you turn around, look at him on the drums and go, why did you write this? This is hard. Why did you, what do we, you know, it's like, did we really do this? Cause do we think this through? No, just fuck it. Cool. Awesome. As a lot of my community, I have kind of a various communities. I know some channels are all about death metal, and some are all about the progressive or the metalcore. Metal has grown into so many different worlds. But I have some of my community members absolutely love your band, and I think a lot of it is because of the energy. But there are some bands in the death metal genre, and this is not to knock anybody, that literally try to see how loud, how insane, how far they can push it. And then there are those that it seems that way, but damn it, man, there's some serious musicianship layering in here. The first two songs really took you on a journey. And I don't mean that just through the video, but when I listened to your last visualizer, I'm watching this thing and we were doing it live on Twitch, and I had to keep pausing it. And they're like, why are you pausing? I was like, you don't understand. Watch, listen. And I'm trying to get them to show how, even though it's completely if you're just listening to see how loud and how much of a wall of sound it is, and in your brain, you're visualizing asses and elbows and arms flailing in a pit, and you're not listening to what's being made, you miss out on a lot. So before we do this reaction, because after we chat, I will be doing the reaction to Condemned to Rot. Is there anything that we need to listen for that you specifically like about this song, or something that we can look forward to that we can catch in this? Can you give us like a little, there's something about this one you really, really enjoy?
Well, I think it's a good mixture of like the more old school kind of death metal stuff that we've always been doing, and there's some more modern things happening too, but there's a lot of layers, so a lot is happening in not a lot of time, and I think you'll need a couple listens to get a grasp of everything that's happening. That's all I can say.
It's Shrek metal. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers.
There you go.
Death metal has layers. Okay, it's true. It really is true. Dreadbringer, one of my favorite parts was you guys have been really. It seems like every song so far that you guys have put forth has these two letters, FT dot, featuring Alex, featuring Ben. And then this new one, who's joining you on this one?
Francesco Paoli from Flesh God Apocalypse. So he'll be in that one. I mean, every song in the album has a guest, so.
My favorite part is that it's not like you're bringing in people who are going to tone it down.
No.
It's like, we're bringing it back up. It's literally like going out to go. Everyone walks out with, hand tools. Oh yeah, we brought this guy, and he shows up with a chainsaw. I'm into it. Okay, real quick. We're putting out all this new music. Can you tell us more about the album? The collection of all this new music? When will we be able to see, will we be able to get all of it? When is it going to be available for us?
It's actually dropping at the same time as this video. So the whole album's out on the 15th. It's got 10 tracks, and there's a lot going on. I definitely check it out. There's a lot of cool people on the record, and we worked very hard, so we hope people enjoy it.
So many times, every time I do an interview, I say something stupid or ask a question that's fairly evident, and I should have already known. And I looked into Condemned to Rot. I was checking out who was there. I listened and kind of focused deeper on the first two releases. And then I go in and put my foot in my mouth and then show my ass and go, hey, when's the album coming out? Same day, doofus. So there we go. But so there is, okay, so if you're watching this, ignore the idiot on the left side of the screen. Pay attention to the very handsome Belgian on the right side of the screen. Scroll down. There's a link. Go check out the new album. Because if you like these 3 songs, there's 7 more. See, I can do math. 10 minus 3. Boom. touring. What's going on this year? Are you guys hitting the road this year?
Yeah. We're leaving. We're doing a European tour. I think it's our first in 4 years. We're going out with Carnifex, Revocation, and Vexed in Europe.
You're going out with Vexed?
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. That whole lineup sounds amazing.
Yeah, it should be a good time. So we're very stoked. We haven't toured with Carnifex yet. We've known the guys for a long time, but we didn't get a chance to tour yet for all these years. And Revocation are longtime friends. We haven't seen them in a long time, so that'll be great to reconnect. And then normally in June, we're coming to the US. We're going out with Archfire, so it's going to be a lot of notes in that evening.
Archspire?
Yeah.
Is there a place where I can find the dates already, or have y'all not set those yet?
Yeah, it's already been announced, so you can go on our socials and find the dates, or go to Archfire.
Because I need to giggle this year, and the only way that's going to happen is if I see bodies and I see people sweating and throwing elbows and somebody on the stage egging them on. And the best way I can think of is bands like yours. So there you go. I need to see this. All right. Condemned to Rot. We're going to be checking that out here in a few seconds. Is there any particular song on this album that came out today, by the way? Somebody told me it came out today. I'm pretty sure he's right. Is there any particular song, and I know you can't really say, oh, this is my favorite, but is there one that really kind of, yeah, it's your fucking favorite? Is there a particular one you like more? Something means.
I think it changes by the day, honestly, because I've heard this thing since November a million times. So it kind of shifts. But I'd say probably The Shape of Hate at this point.
Oh,
it's probably the most batshit thing we've ever done, and there's Ollie from Archfire on it too, doing his Ollie thing, which is going to be a problem for future me. Hey.
Well, if you're touring with them, or if you play it live in the North American tour, I mean, it just bring them out, right?
Obviously.
Yeah, come on. Even I knew that, and I suck at this. All right, so here's the thing. We're now going to wrap this conversation up a little bit, and we're going to go check out Condemned to Rot right now. And before we go, I just want to give you the floor, because I have jacked this interview up so bad, probably never going to get asked to do another one, even though they keep asking me, which is hilarious. Is there anything that you, SVEN, the crazy Belgian, want to share with all the Aborted fans for the album, for the tour in the EU and the North American tour? This is your time to say what's ever on your mind. And there are no limits. You can literally shit the bed if you want. I'm okay with it. Your turn.
I can shit? Awesome.
I mean, I'll edit. I'll have to pixelate your ass, but if you need to, if it's on brand for the band, do what you got to do, babe. Sell some records. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely on brand. No, I'd say, I hope everybody enjoys the record. We worked really hard on it, and there's a couple of really cool tours coming. But most importantly, something that I do want to say to everybody, don't get, pulled in with labels and whatnot and gatekeeping. There's only two types of music to me, and that's good music and shitty music. And if you enjoy it, it doesn't matter if it's death metal, deathcore, hardcore, whatever it is. Just enjoy and actually have fun with music, because that's what matters.
That's my favorite thing you just said. I mean, you said a lot of great things, but I mentioned that people like different forms of metal, but to me, it's either coming from the heart and it's making people happy, or it's not. Does it really matter?
Absolutely.
It doesn't really matter if you wear face paint. Does it really matter if there's fire on the stage? Does it really matter if you make people separate and then play Red Rover where they all run together all at once? No, it doesn't matter. Are people smiling? Are people sharing the love? That's music, baby. Hey,
yeah.
Everything in the world that tears us apart, music is what brings us together.
Absolutely.
That's never changed. Everybody! Crazy Belgian, SVEN from Aborted. My name is Old School Nerd. Right now, let's go check out the video, Condemned to Rot. Thank you so much for your time, and I now give you some extra time. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day. Let us know if there's anything you need, and I look forward to seeing you on the North American leg. I don't know where the dates are, but whichever whichever one is closest to us, I'll send you a message, let you know. I'll be the fat guy with the beard and this stupid looking shirt doing this.
Sounds good.
No, what you do is if you do a wall of death and you call it out, where's that fat asshole at? That guy, the guy who didn't know the information about the album. Yes, put him in the middle. You can do that. I will totally do it.
All right, it's on.
Shit, I thought he was gonna say, no, it's okay. I don't want you to get hurt. See how it is? That's true musicianship. Sacrifice for the art. That's what I'm saying. All right, Sven, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Hey everybody, that was Sven from Aborted. Here we go. This is the song. This is the one we were talking about. And so you ready? I mean, you're not. I'm pressing play now. So hold on to your butts. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. It's a short one, but then of course, when you're getting beat up by music and a wall of sound, do you really want it to last 6 minutes? Probably not. Here we go. Are they jowling him? They're okay, at first, at the beginning of the video, I thought it was like kind of flashback 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s Cold War spy thriller. Did you catch that? And then it turned into like, you remember the Saw movies, Hostel, those movies where it was like over the top, like crazy scenario horror movies? Yes. And that's what it's feeling like now. But I think they're jowling him, where it's really literally ripping his cheeks and his jaw apart. All right. So again, easy listening. Enjoy this smooth jazz from Aborted. It's called Condemned to Rot. Yeah, we're just oozing positivity today. By the way, the key word in that phrase is oozing. What are they going to do to her? You don't trust these people now. So, oh. Yeah, so that's Dragon Force. We're gonna do that one. That comes out tomorrow, by the way. But all right. There's some ridiculous imagery here, but I want to step away from the imagery. I know it's a video reaction, or I'm doing a reaction video to a video. I get all that, and there's some very disturbing imagery and all this other stuff. But I want to talk about the musicianship. We talked to SVEN just a few seconds ago, earlier in this video, talked about the layering of the musicianship and how far these guys can take it musically. Where yes, you got to look beyond the wall of sound. You have to look beyond a name like Aborted. All the songs have deep lyrics. The names of songs make you trepidatious about your existence. There's always some kind of over-the-top level of violence / gore / horror in existence when you're dealing with the theming of this band. But for me, the biggest catch is the level of musicianship. This is not just playing as fast as possible for playing's sake. This is layering. This is precise storytelling. And from a rhythmic standpoint and guitar phrasing and arrangement, it's absolutely spectacular. And I think it's interesting that you take the visualization and the lyrics and the context of something that's so disturbing, and you're layering it over the top of something that is so beautiful musically, where you push limits. It's a crazy almost paradox of something that is so uncontrolled, the imagery, right? It's so over the top, but yet the musicianship and the way it's written in the composition is so spectacularly focused. And I think that's one of my favorite things about this. All right, everybody, my name is OLDSKULNERD. That was our conversation with SVEN from Aborted and the new video, Condemned to Rot. Hope to see you guys later. Take a deep breath, walk this one off. It's a lot. I get it. And with that, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.